Hey, so um, back when I was a teenager, um, I mainly listened to country, the contemporary country of the time, which is now, of course, '90s country. Um, and while it's been a while since I've listened to that regularly, when I was around 18, my teen angst kind of caught up with me, and country just wasn't expressing it to my satisfaction. So I went back and listened to rock and Metallica, Black Sabbath, and what have you. Um, but and then through the years, listened to other you know metal and rock and but nowadays I listen mainly to old R&B. Nonetheless, sometimes I will go back and listen to some of the country I listened to back then. It's very easy these days with online to go on YouTube and pull up something that you're like, hey, I remember that song that I used to listen to and used to like. Remember this show that I used to like to watch. Let me check that out. Pull this up on YouTube, and so I'll do that sometimes, mainly when I'm drunk. That's because that's yeah, that's kind of my go-to thing when I'm drunk is just to go on YouTube and listen to music videos. Now, mainly I do listen to more rock music videos, uh, classic rock, you know, 80s, 90s, and a little bit more 2000, maybe a few from the 2000s. But sometimes I'll pull up some country and listen to a set of country songs, and that stuff is still good stuff. Um, it has stood the test of time. And back in the day, my first um, my introduction to country was Garth Brooks. I think it was my younger sister who bought his No Fences album, um, which then became my album. Uh, and then my brother was visiting, and we were working outside together, and he was listening to country radio. So those two things together got me into country. Um, so the first stuff I heard was you the Thunder Rolls, Two of a Kind, Working on a Full House, Friends in Low Places, Unanswered Prayers. Um, Nowadays, when I'm on YouTube, the songs that I'm listening to, mainly, I mean, the kind of go-to songs are Pam Tillis's Maybe It Was Memphis, um, Tracy Lawrence's Texas Tornado, Toby Keith's I Should Have Been a Cowboy. Um, uh, Lone Stars, No News. But man, there's so much good stuff that came out back then. Um, and that was the decade that made Tim McGraw. I mean, when I first started listening to country, he was brand new. Um, and I instantly, when I very first, at the very beginning of me listening to country radio, um, my first favorite song was Tim McGraw's um, Indian Outlaw. Then he came out with Don't Take the Girl, which that then became my favorite song. It was my favorite song for a while, um, until Colin Ray came out with I Think About You. And Colin Ray's Think About You then became my all-time favorite 90s country song. Um, well, of course, Tim McGraw and Colin Ray all have a great catalog of songs. Besides um, those two tearjerkers. Oh my gosh. I don't know how they can, how can they sing those songs without breaking down crying? But um, you know, Tim McGraw's got like I like it, I love it, everywhere. Um, what else? Please remember me, among others. Um, Colin Ray has That Was a River, In This Life, One Boy, One Girl, um, Little Red Radio. Um, that's my story. Um, what else? You got uh, Heads Carolina, Tails California by Jody Messina, is it? And then there's I Got Better Things to Do by, I don't think it's Jody Messina. I think who's that by? You know, you know, Wash my car in the rain, tune my new guitar strings, blah blah blah. I can't remember who sings it now. Um, then there's uh, um, Randy Travis, of course, was very popular as well, and rightfully so. He had, um, Forever and Ever Amen, Deeper Than the Holler, A Better Class of Losers, among others. Um, you got, you know, Alabama, of course, is a huge name with all kinds of songs. I'll just mention Song of the South and High Cotton. Um, um, Confederate Railroad, it's a great band with songs like Daddy Never Was the Cadillac Kind. Yeah, fantastic song. When You Leave That Way, You Can Never Go Back. Um, Elvis and Andy, Trashy Women. um, what else? What else? Uh, let's see. There's Ricochet's Daddy's Money. Meet in the Middle. Was that? Who did Meet in the Middle? Diamond Rio, maybe. Um, Maybe. I think they might have also did Darned If I Don't, Danged If I Do. I'm not sure about that though. Um, and there's Sawyer Brown and Some Girls Do. Um, John Michael Montgomery with I Do being his big hit, and then another favorite of mine being the Grundy County auction incident. There's I'm from the country, and Watermelon Crawl. I think they're both by the same guy. I don't remember who it is though. Um, both fun songs. Um, oh my gosh. My favorite female singer at the time was Patty Loveless, and of course she had the the absolute heartbreaking song "How Can I Help You to Say Goodbye," and the fun song "I Think About Elvis." um, oh, and of course Shania Twain, um, who's had a lot of hit songs. Wasn't from the South, but she earned her place in the country music scene um, with her songs. Any Man of Mine. Um, what else? What else she do? Who's better? Have you Bruce been under? Uh, um, Man, I Feel Like a Woman. uh, I imagine there has been a drag queen somewhere who sung that or lip synced it. Um, um, but anyway, yeah, Shania Twain, yeah, had some really fun songs, and she was not bad to look at. Um, uh, let's see. What else was there? I mean, Books and Dunn had a bunch of songs, and I can't even remember what they were. Boot Scoot and Boogie. Uh, Maria. Um, Alan Jackson, of course, is a giant. Perhaps the last great country star. Um, and yeah, you think I'm going to be able to remember any of his songs? I mean, Living on Love, Chattahoochee, The Little Man, his cover of Summertime Blues. Yeah, good stuff. What was I just had someone else in my mind? Um, oh, Clint Black, of course, another big name from the time. Um, my favorite songs by him are "Killing Time" and "Wherever You Go." Of course, he also has "Better Man," his cover of "Desperado," um, and I forget what else. I used to have his greatest hits album back in the day, but I'm forgetting things. It's been a while. Anyway, I don't want to make this a long video. I just want to say that 90s country is still awesome, and it's still a great go-to. I can't make any judgment on today's country because I haven't listened to it. I have no idea what's out there, so I can't make any ruling of whether it's good or bad or whatever. Um, all I know is that 90s country is a dependable go-to. So, anyway, I'll shut up now. Thanks for listening.